Hey guys, it's Zizi.
And Maddie.
And today on our podcast, which is episode number 3, so check out the others if you haven't already. This podcast episode is going to be about things to do in Oxford.
Yeah, so if you don't already know or if you haven't seen our other episodes, we're both juniors here at Ole Miss. And because we're juniors, we've lived in Oxford for 3 years, trying to find things to do that aren't drinking and bars and parties and all that kind of stuff. So this episode is just basically to
Just things to do.
let you know things to do.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about going to Ole Miss, or if you've already committed to going to Ole Miss and you're wondering, I don't want to be part of the party scene. Is there really anything else to do?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
We have a whole list.
A list.
So I guess to start it off, we are foodies.
Yes.
So we're going to start it off with our food recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
First on the list is South Depot.
So good.
On the square, the hub centralness of Oxford. South Depot, so good.
Yeah, I had South Depot for dinner tonight. And if you want to know what South Depot is like, it's kind of like Chipotle,
but cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't have to pay extra for steak. You don't have to pay extra for barbacoa. You don't have to pay extra for queso or guacamole or salsa or all the fixins that you would want to get on your bowl. So I had steak and queso and the normal things like rice and lettuce and cheese. But all of that was only $9.95 before tax. So comparing it to something like Chipotle or something like, I don't know, like a Moe's.
Oh, I love Moe's though.
Like it's a lot cheaper. And because it's in the center of the square where the center of town is, it's really easy to access. Mm-hmm. So we love South Depot.
Chips are really good too.
So good.
So good. They have like seasoning on it. Anyway, next spot, Bourrée. That's also on the square.
Yeah.
You can talk about this one because I have not gone to Bourrée as much as.
Yeah, so I didn't go to Bourrée until the beginning of my junior year. So it took me a while to actually go and try it because it looks like a really fancy, expensive restaurant. And it is a fancier restaurant if you just want an elevated dining experience, I guess. But it's not as fancy as something like St. Leo's, where St. Leo's is really good, but
Italian, it's really good,
really expensive as well. Expensive. It's like a step
parents
down
weekend.
From that. Yeah,
bring your parents in to town,
and you can still get steaks and salmon, but they also have burgers and salads, and it's fancy dining, but not for fancy prices. Yeah, for something that's on the square in the middle of town that serves steaks, like it's not as bad.
Next one is Uno Mas. Number 1 probably on my food rec. I love Uno Mas. It's on the square too.
Yeah.
I think the prices are, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's reasonable, I guess. The tacos are small. They're not like the average Mexican restaurant. The tacos are huge. They're small, I think street tacos type vibe. Really good spot on the square. I wouldn't say it's really fancy. I wouldn't even say it's fancy at all, but you could go there on a date. You can bring your parents there, wear something cute.
Yeah. It's one of those places that you could dress up if you wanted to, and you wouldn't be out of place.
Yeah.
But you can also go in like Nike shorts and a sweatshirt and still not feel out of place.
Yeah.
So it's one of those in the middle places. It's right on the square. It's really good. And for it being on the square, it's not a bad option. Normally the wait times aren't super long because it's a Mexican restaurant. Yeah. So you get in and out pretty quickly. And it's just really good food all around, I would say.
Going off Mexican, we have El Agave.
So good.
So good. We go there whenever we want Mexican. Like that's our first option for Mexican for In-N-Out. El Agave.
Yeah.
Tacos are huge.
It's massive. Just like a normal hometown Mexican restaurant. When you think Mexican restaurant, you get El Agave. It's got all of the good stuff like queso and salsa and chips.
They have everything. Mars.
The P5, that chicken, cheese, and rice, and tacos and quesadillas. They have everything that a normal Mexican restaurant has. Yeah. It's just so good. I don't know what they put in it, but it's so good. I love El Agave. That is my number 1 Mexican restaurant, personally.
Well, see, next we have Casa. I love
also
Casa.
Good.
So good. I don't know. I can't decide. But Casa's really good.
Yeah.
However, Casa, their new Casa that they built is very fancy.
Yes.
Not fancy as in like wear a prom dress fancy,
but
like dress up.
Dress up. So they used to be located on Jackson. Now they're off the highway when you head towards Batesville, if you're familiar with the area at all. Like Batesville towards the interstate.
Yeah.
I-50 something. 9 maybe, I don't know. But if you're heading that way, it's off of the highway. The first time that we went there, we thought it was going to be like an El Agave Mexican style experience. So we showed up in like sweatpants, messy hair, sweatshirts, all that kind of stuff. Everybody was dressed in dresses or polo and khakis, or polo and jeans, or a nice blouse and some nice like cute jeans or something like that.
Oh, we looked out of place.
We looked so out of place because the old Casa was like a normal Mexican restaurant, and then they just got fancy on us, and we weren't expecting it. But for it to be a fancy Mexican restaurant, it's still so incredibly good. Everything about it.
There's a really rooftop bar. There's additional seating.
Great picture
upstairs.
spots.
Yes.
The restaurant itself is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Because it's brand new. Whoever designed it did a really good job. It's absolutely gorgeous in there. So perfect for if you want like a picture opportunity, and for it to be a fancy Mexican restaurant. It's still good food. It's still good Mexican food. Like we have another Mexican restaurant. This might be your cup of tea. It's just not ours. But El Charro is a fancy Mexican restaurant over on Sisk Avenue. I don't really like the food as much as I would.
Not a fan of El Charro.
I would go towards like El Agave or Casa or Uno Mas.
I agree.
It's on the lower end of my favorite Mexican restaurants, which isn't saying much because we have like 8 of them.
Oh yeah.
So Oxford loves Mexican food for sure. If you like Mexican, you'll like it here because there's a million options. But really good food, really good environment, really good all around.
Moving away from Mexican, we have Chick-fil-A, staple in a college town.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A, 3 locations here in Oxford.
Yep.
One's on Sisk Avenue, one's on Jackson Ave. Sisk is better, in our opinion. The food is just better. It's faster. The line is faster.
It's not as busy. Jackson is one of the main streets. You have Jackson Avenue, University Avenue, and then that all leads to the square. Those are the main streets. Jackson Avenue has a Chick-fil-A. It's been there forever. It's okay. It's not a bad Chick-fil-A. And I thought it was really good until
just compared to
the Sisk Avenue one was newer. Born.
Yeah.
Because it just recently got built. So it's brand new. Nobody really travels over there as much.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
no one really goes over there.
The lines are a lot shorter. The food is always better. Just in my opinion, I've noticed a bun difference between the chicken sandwiches.
A bun difference?
A bun difference.
Okay.
Like their buns they taste fresh, and the Jackson one tastes stale, in my opinion. I'm a very opinionated person, so
moving on from the buns, there's another location on campus in the Union.
Yeah.
Which is where the bookstore is.
Yeah.
The little Barnes & Noble, Starbucks. Every food
it's the
place.
hub for,
I wouldn't say freshmen, but if you need a quick bite to eat.
Yeah.
On campus.
That's the only place that you can really get it if you're not just looking for a Starbucks. So like we have Starbucks in the library, we have a Starbucks in Coulter Hall, which is the science building, and then we have one in the Union. And then besides Starbucks in the Union, we also have McAllister's, Chick-fil-A,
Panda,
Moe's, Panda, Blends Bowls.
Yes.
It's like an acai bowl place. So that is all located in the Union. That's the only place that you can get food on campus that isn't Rebel Market or a food truck.
Canes.
Oh, and Canes. I forgot about
That's
Canes.
In the pavilion.
In the pavilion.
That's farther away.
Oh, and Steak and Shake. We're just wrong. You can get food so many places. Maybe this is why we're foodies. Because
big back.
There's lots of bites to eat.
So if you ever feel fat or big back like, or whatever you want to call yourself, there's a bunch of fun fitness activities to do. There's walking. You can go walk. There's a ton of places to walk, but the 2 main places that we thought of was Lamar Park and then the Whirlpool Trail. And Whirlpool Trail is located South Rec. is our main gym facility, I would say. It's newer. It's I think, in my opinion, it's nicer than Turner.
Yeah.
However,
just because it has newer equipment in it.
yes,
Since
there's
it
a
is
walking
newer
trail.
gym.
There's pickleball
There's
inside.
2 basketball courts,
Yeah.
full size. I think that's a lie. I
I
don't think it's a full size basketball court.
I
I don't know what a full size basketball
yeah.
court is actually, so I'm gonna retract
Maybe
that
it's
statement.
half of, I don't
But there's
know.
2 basketball courts that you can play on.
But Whirlpool's right next to South Rec.
Mm-hmm.
And then our other gym facility.
I think it's also called the South Rec Trails.
See, I thought it was Whirlpool.
I think it's called both things, but it's basically
just
like
a dirt trail.
a walk in the woods.
Yeah, if you want
And there's
some
a trail
zen,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you go.
Very peaceful.
Very
like
peaceful
when I'm
and
stressed
quiet.
out, that's where I go because I'm just surrounded by trees. So very nice.
Next one, Turner. That's on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, it's not as nice as South Rec,
No,
but
it's older.
It's on campus.
Very accessible if you don't have a car
or if you don't want to drive,
campus, or if you just don't want to get in your car and fight for a parking spot over at South Rec. I've never been there, but from the things that I've heard, it's still a nice gym. But just compared to the brand new South Rec, obviously it's not going to be as nice. But they do have an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
They do.
Which
I haven't swam in it.
I can't swim, so I haven't either. But they have that. So if you're into swimming or diving or Olympic sports of that kind, you might like that. And then I've also heard that they have treadmills with desks on them. So you can do your schoolwork and still give your body a break from sitting down all the time. Because I know sometimes when I'm in the middle of doing schoolwork, I kind of just want to like get up and do something. But I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of things that I have to do that I feel like I can't. This gives you an opportunity to do that. So again, I've never used it.
No, I have
but
not.
I've heard really good things about that gym, even though I've never been.
It's not as nice as South Rec.
Yeah, and even though it's not brand new.
Events we have, moving away from active stuff. Events, big thing in Oxford, double decker.
Yes.
Always at the end of April.
Yeah.
So it's coming up.
Like the last weekend of April.
Yeah. Last year there's Flatland Cavalry that came.
So
good.
We went to that. It was definitely worth standing out in the hot and watching them play.
It was so good. It was good. And then
it was good.
Double Decker's an arts festival too. So a lot of like MK Decker comes out. They have a booth. A lot of these fancy things for dorm rooms, especially because I feel like a lot of admitted students come here. This is the main event in Oxford.
Yeah.
They have a 5K you can run. They have a 10K, walk or run. You choose. That's our main event.
Yeah, and then basically they just shut down the square, and there's all these art booths,
people walk everywhere,
permanent jewelry, other kinds of jewelry that you can take off, like clothing, art pieces, like pottery,
and all the places on the square are still open.
Yeah,
all the stores you can still, if you're not feeling the art vibe, you can always go into a store and be like, okay, I want to shop here.
Yeah,
it's very dog friendly. If you have a dog,
we took our puppies there last year. And they enjoyed it. We didn't take them to the concert.
No, that was scary.
I felt like
it was risky.
That was risky.
Risky business.
It was kind of packed. But they really enjoyed being able to just like walk all the way around the square. And we really enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
So very much a must do if you were in Oxford at the time of the event.
Then sorority 5Ks. I know that AD has their Diamond Dash. Phi Mu does a pumpkin run.
Yeah, I think they do a pumpkin run with Le Bonheur.
Okay.
Maybe. I've heard about that.
We don't know about that one. Then there's a Sigma Chi 5K that's in the spring.
Yeah. And then also, all of the sororities do events for their philanthropies, which you can buy tickets for really, I think pretty much all the tickets are around $5.
It goes to a great cause.
Yeah, and it goes to a really good cause. It makes you feel like you're doing good because you're supporting children,
people with cancer,
or heart, people like women who have heart problems or other things along those lines. So those are also really good things to do. They go on all throughout the fall and all throughout the spring. And even if you're not in a sorority or in a fraternity,
you don't have to be.
You can still enjoy those things.
You can still do it.
So I know that like Tri-Delt does pancakes
Uh-huh.
and you go and you get pancakes and you can top it with all kinds of things. Akayo does a fry thing where you can
Oh, yeah.
get all kinds of different
That's good.
fries, and they have, what are those things called? Funnel cake fries. So good. So incredibly good. Definitely, if anybody's doing that, you have to at least try the funnel cake fries. But there's all kinds of different events with the sororities and with the fraternities that they do to support their philanthropies, and that's always a
good way to get plugged into.
A fun way to get plugged in, get out there, make new friends, all that kind of stuff, and do something good as well. So
moving on, we have shopping.
Ah,
we love shopping, even though my dad doesn't like it because I spend all my money on my credit card, but that's okay.
My bank account doesn't,
because I'm happy. So I just have to have it. That's on the square.
Mm-hmm. And for it to be on the square, I will say it is a cheaper boutique.
Mm-hmm.
The quality of the clothes is still boutique clothes.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I've gotten a couple.
I think they're really cute.
They're
super cute clothes.
Very boutique. It's still a boutique.
Yes.
But it's not. You're not going to drop $300 on a dress.
On a dress that should be like $20.
Yeah. It's more like $100 for a dress.
Which looks like $100 dress.
Yes. So it's more reasonable pricing than most of the other boutiques that you would get on the square.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a place where a lot of people go to shop for their Grove game day outfits, since it's cheaper and you don't have to worry about getting a $300 dress muddy and ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I have gone for all of my game day outfits and all of my game. Like I have a pair of boots that I got on sale for $15 that I've worn it almost every single game day.
They pop off with the game day clothes.
Yeah.
And I know they have one in Oxford, and I know they have a location in
Mississippi State. So Starkville.
Yes. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Anyway, that's all I have to say, but I just have to have it.
So that's one of our favorite like bang for your buck boutiques.
Next is Nielsen's.
Not a bang for your buck.
Also on the square. Very expensive. The clothes are very expensive. I know my dad likes to shop for his, what are they called? Polo shirts?
Mm-hmm.
Polo shirts there. Really high quality, but very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I bought a teletype call clip from there. That's it.
Yeah. It is a nice it smells so good in there. I don't know what the scent or the aroma is that they use. It smells so good. And I know they sell it. Don't they sell it in a diffuser set? It smells so good. It's a store that if your parents are in town and they're like, I want to spend money on you.
Definitely go there.
You can bring them there.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're not looking for something super expensive, don't even walk in the store. Yeah. There's other places to shop for that will still give you good clothes, but you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on.
Going off the square, we have Discount. That's by Casa, kind of. Discount, you can find absolutely anything you need.
Yeah.
We have the Myers hand soap. No. But yeah, we have Myers hand soap.
Yeah.
We have the spray cleaner.
Yeah.
You can buy any hardware tools there. Sure. It's like a Home Depot, but really, really bougie.
And there's also a lot of home decor items. So we have a wreath on our front door. One of those like square fake wreaths with the bow on it.
Yeah.
Like you can buy that there. You can get
very cute
presents
home
there.
Stuff.
Home decor.
We have peeps.
Seasonal decorations.
Yes.
Lots of seasonal things.
However,
those bunnies right there are from Discount.
I would say it's kind of expensive there.
Yeah.
Very bougie. Once you get to the home style.
You can also get like the Tyler's Candle Company Diva stuff there.
I have that.
That's the only place that I know in Oxford that you can buy that. So if you like Diva, you can get it.
So good.
That's where you get all your laundry stuff. So.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Next place, Mustard Seed. I don't really have that much to say.
I like Mustard Seed if you're shopping just to shop and you're not looking for something specific. They do have, it's called Mustard Seed Antique Mall, I think. And different people buy different booths there and they sell different things. So you can find normal things that you would find in a thrift store like old books or antique furniture. You can find that, but you can also find game day buttons and game day earrings.
Or if you're doing a dress up theme.
Yes.
You can find dress up stuff.
Yeah, there's like a whole booth that just has shiny sequined shorts and shirts of every single color in every size. Like if you're looking just to look and you think maybe I could find something here, it's kind of a hidden gem, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
'cause on the
I found
outside-
really good things there.
See, I also think Discount is kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Because looking at the outside of Mustard
You
Seed
would
and
not.
Discount, when I walk into both, I'm like, wow, like this is what
yeah.
I'm missing.
Yeah, they're both hidden
Mm-hmm.
gems of shopping places, and I think they're less known.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can find better stuff there because it's not all picked over. And then they always like go through stock and things are always changing there. So
Yeah.
every time you walk in, it's not the same thing, which is also nice.
Next we have Ulta.
Yeah.
That
Classic.
comes in handy because we don't
So
have a
good.
Sephora.
No.
So Ulta, I guess, is the new best thing.
Yeah, that's where I get all of my, because even our Walmart beauty section really isn't the best.
Oh, it's not that good.
So we don't have Sephora, we don't have a Target, we don't have a great
We
beauty
don't have a
section.
Trader Joe's either.
We don't have Trader Joe's. So Ulta is the only place really that you can
get good hair stuff or body care or
good
anything.
hair, good body
Fake
care, fake tan, all that kind of stuff. You get it at Ulta. And Ulta, I think every time I walk in there, it's always popping with girls, especially right before like a game day weekend or something like that, because they just have everything that you need. So we love Ulta.
Bath and Body Works is next. I don't shop at Bath and Body Works, but we do have candles. We do have. Oh yeah, their candles are really good. That's all I have to say about Bath and Body Works.
I don't think there's many other places to buy candles though.
Walmart.
Yeah.
But Bath and Body Works candles are better than Walmart's.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Bath and Body Works always has a sale
going on. Oh, they always have deals.
So bang for your buck.
Next is Home Goods. We don't have TJ Maxx.
Correct.
But Home Goods is
We have Marshalls.
Ew.
And then we have Ross.
Ew.
But we do have Home Goods. And that's where we get all of our, like, cheap, if we're seasonal. About to do like a party for
a little get together, a brunch
for our friends, that's where we get our napkins and our, why are they doing that? Anyways, that's where we get our napkins and our cute utensils and our cute plates and
I also have a gift card.
Some of our seasonal decor stuff. Like that's where we get all of that stuff because we don't have a TJ Maxx because we don't have anything else that's really like that. And our Walmart party and crafts section
it's so sucks. Bad. So bad.
It's not good. And I don't know why, because we're in a college town where there's a lot of party things going on and get-togethers, and everybody's always crafting. Like the whole frat cooler season of crafting. Yes. It's impossible to find anything good.
Especially at Walmart, because everyone goes to Walmart for anything.
Because there's not really any other place to go.
We don't even have a Hobby Lobby.
We don't have a Hobby Lobby. A Hobby Lobby would do so good here.
So that's why Walmart is
Walmart's good for groceries and for other little necessities. But if you're looking
we need a
for
Hobby Lobby,
party wear, crafts, that kind of thing, Home Goods.
Last thing on our list, we have that there's always the sports game.
Oh yeah,
always, constantly. Always. Now that baseball season is now the new thing, baseball games are always good at Swayze Field. Personally, I've never been to a baseball game, but I see all my friends' Instagram stories.
Yeah. I've been to a couple baseball games. They are really fun. They do this thing called the home run showers, Swayze showers. And so when a home run happens, everybody throws whatever's in their cup into the air and you get covered in whatever. Water, beer, White Claw, like
anything.
And it sounds disgusting. It sounds gross, but it's a tradition. So fun, and it's a tradition.
Yes.
And it's something that you genuinely have to experience. And you're in the moment, you're hyped. It is fun.
And if you are a student or professor or whoever, and you have an Ole Miss ID, I believe you can get into the game for free.
Yeah. So when I was actually a freshman, what are they called? That show you around campus?
Orientation leader.
Yes. My orientation leader told me a story about how Ole Miss actually tried to take that away, and the students rioted against it, and they had to give it back.
Oh, that's crazy.
So everybody was mad about the fact that they took away our free admission to
because baseball and basketball,
everything except football, we get free admission into.
Softball.
So softball, tennis,
every sports event except for football. We don't have a soccer team. Football, you have to pay.
Track, but football. The other thing about football is a lot bigger than any of the other sports here. I think baseball might be the next big thing, then maybe basketball. But football, you can also get student season passes for, and it's like $200 for a full season of home games.
It's not bad at all.
And it's not bad. It's very much worth it versus if you were to pay for each ticket individually.
But that's so expensive.
Because I paid for each ticket individually this past year.
Yeah, she did.
A lot more expensive than the like
And
$150, $200 I would have paid for.
You also don't
tickets.
know who's going to be selling a Ole Miss versus Georgia ticket. That's a reasonable price. Because some people would do $200
for $200 alone, just
for
the
just
Georgia
a student ticket. And I'm like,
yeah. So that's the only event that we have to pay to get into, but they do offer student season passes, so it makes it better. But everything else, as of right now, we get into for free with our IDs.
If it's for free, it's for me. But anyway.
But yeah, that's all we had to talk about the things to do in Oxford.
We might think of more right when we end this one.
We definitely will.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll come back next month.
Yes.
But anyway, thanks for listening to our podcast. Episode number 3. If you haven't watched the other ones, please go check it out.
We would really appreciate it.
I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that.
Please don't. I mean, don't not do it if you want
but
to.
But do it if you want.
You don't have to.
Anyway, with that being said, good night.
Have a good month. See you next time.
Bye.